What is going on, guys? As the title of this video implies, today I'm doing a ranking of movies. It says I rank every movie I've ever seen, but I'm actually ranking all the ticket stubs I've saved. So every movie I've seen in theaters, but it's still not every movie I've seen in theaters. It's just a lot of them that I've kept over time, which is still a significant amount. So today I'm just gonna rank those movies and I'm gonna see what happens. Of course, this is ranked based on personal preference. Just because it's the best movie, I didn't rank it as my personal best movie. Now we're gonna begin the process of ranking every single movie. I'm gonna lay out the ticket stubs, and then I'm gonna rank them all in there, and then I'm gonna write them down and share them with you guys. Coming right up. I have the movie stubs completely ranked from best to worst, and now it is time to write them down. Behold the Underminer. But anyways, this is the list of all the movies I ranked, and I'm gonna read them off, maybe talk a little bit about why I put it there. But here we go. Number one, I put Baby Driver. Baby Driver, it's honestly, even out of every actual movie I've seen, it's probably still one of my favorites. I just like the movie a lot. The soundtrack is awesome. The cinematography is awesome, and Edgar Wright is most definitely awesome. Number two, I have Hacksaw Ridge, a really good war movie. I saw it with my grandpa. We both enjoyed it, so I put it at number two. Number three, The Revenant, which gets a lot of hate because Leonardo DiCaprio, he didn't have much audio in the movie. He didn't have any dialogue, but I still enjoyed the movie a lot. I like Tom Hardy in the movie, and I was debating whether I was going to put it in front of Hacksaw Ridge, but it ended up at number three in front of Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War is a movie that just came out this year. It's probably the best superhero movie ever made, besides like maybe The Dark Knight. And I have that at number four. Number five, Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War are almost like interchangeable for me. They're very similar movies, and somehow Thor, and with a bunch of other characters, he kind of carries Thor Ragnarok. It gives me that feel that Infinity War did, even without every major character like Iron Man and Captain America, but I still liked it a lot. Number six, I have The Incredibles. The original Incredibles, I saw it in theaters. It was my first movie I saw in 2004, I believe. I saw it with my dad in Mattoon, Illinois, and my ticket was really cheap because I was a child, but I still like Incredibles to this day. The nostalgia 1 and 2, it's an actual really great film. Number seven, I have Civil War. Civil War, it's a Captain America sequel. It's the third one in the series. I don't like it as good as Winter Soldier, but I don't have that ticket stub. I don't think I kept it, so I don't have it on this list. But Civil War's at number seven. I'm a really big Marvel geek, and it's a really good movie. It has some real emotion. Number eight, Bohemian Rhapsody. I just saw Bohemian Rhapsody last week, and I loved it. Rami Malek did a great job, like, embracing the role of Freddie Mercury, and I loved just hearing the soundtrack because I know, like, every song made by Queen, so, like, I could actually, like, sing along and enjoy it. Number nine, we have Episode 7, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Star Wars The Force Awakens, when I saw it, actually the first time, I hadn't seen a single other Star Wars movie, so that was the first Star Wars movie I've ever seen, but since then I've watched all the other ones plenty of times, and I'm a big fan, but that one was definitely better than its sequel, The Last Jedi, and I have it high up on this list because it is indeed a good movie. If you just watch it on its own and you don't try to hate it because it's not like the originals, or some people try to hate it because they think it's too much like the original, which I can see where they're coming from, but I still enjoyed it very much. Number 10, I have Avengers Age of Ultron. Not much to say about this movie. I just like it a lot. It's another Marvel movie. Okay, guys, I moved to my bedroom, but we're just going to continue on with the list. Number 11, Monsters University. You mark my words right now, Monsters University is an underrated movie, and and I think it's up there with Monsters, Inc. Not a lot of people agree with me, but they just don't see the true, like, raw emotion that movie has and the character that just resides in me since the day I saw it in Montana at the theater. I love the movie, so I have it at number 11. It cracked the top 11, which is pretty remarkable move by it. Number 12, I have The Martian with Matt Damon. Matt Damon is an astronaut. He's stuck on the moon. He's stuck on Mars, I mean. He kind of just survives by, like, farming with his own poop and, I don't know. Number 13, Shrek 4 or Shrek Forever After. Shrek 4 isn't the worst one. Shrek 3 is. I like all the Shreks, kind of, so I'd still manage to rank pretty high on my list here. Number 14, Catching Fire. I'm a huge Hunger Games fan. I read the books when I was in like 4th grade, and I loved every single movie that came out, especially Catching Fire. Catching Fire is probably my favorite of the whole series. Number 15, I have First Man. I saw First Man like a month ago.
Here we go. Ready? Boom!
It's a movie about Neil Armstrong. It's kind of just like a biography type movie, and wow, it actually blew my mind how, like, what he went through with his daughter and just the whole story of Neil Armstrong and NASA, like the challenges they went through to actually make it to the moon. It was just cool to see for the first time, and it was pretty historically accurate, so that's a plus. Number 16, I have Logan. Logan I saw with my friends and their dad because it's rated R and none of us were 17, and you know, I've actually never seen any other X-Men movie, but I loved Logan. 17, I have Sully, and not James P. Sullivan Sully, but Sully, the movie about the guy who landed a plane in the Hudson River. That movie was good. I saw it with my grandpa too, and I think we both enjoyed it. There's a lot of controversy around like him landing the plane, but he saved all those lives, and that movie was also a true story, so I liked it a lot as well. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is my next movie. I liked the first one better, but the second one had a killer soundtrack as well and was really funny. 19, I have Iron Man 2. Iron Man's my favorite superhero, so he beats out some of the other ones. Number 20, Wonder. Wonder was a really an emotional movie, so I put it at number 20. You know, maybe not necessarily my type of movie, but I took a chance, I took a risk, I saw it, I enjoyed it. 21, Episode 8. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I have a Last Jedi poster in my room, as you saw in my room tour last week. Right next to it, we got Star Wars The Last Jedi poster. The frame isn't even the correct size for it, as you can see, but that just goes to show that my judgment isn't always the best. You could check out that video by going to my channel and finding my most recent upload. Number 22, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. I saw this movie last night with my friend Joseph Westerhoff, and we both really liked it. It didn't crack the top 20 on my list, but I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and I did enjoy it. Number 23 is Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2, I didn't like it as much as the first one. A lot of my friends liked it a lot, but I don't know what it was about it. I think they waited too long for the sequel, and it needed to come sooner after the first one. Number 24, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story was mediocre at best. The characters weren't that interesting. I didn't get like involved in the storyline. I just kind of thought it was cool because it was Star Wars and I got to see stormtroopers fight like it was like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. Number 25, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is another Marvel movie. I'd never heard of Doctor Strange before, so I didn't know what to expect, but I did like the movie. Number 26, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think, was better than the first one. The plot was more interesting, and I think it just tied in better to the whole Marvel universe. So that's why it was better than the original to me. Like, I'm not a huge Ant-Man fan, but it was decent. Number 27, Solo, A Star Wars Story. Solo, A Star Wars Story is a Star Wars story based on Han Solo. Number 28, A Quiet Place with John Krasinski, Emily Blunt. They're married in real life. That's all I gotta say. War for the Planet of the Apes. That series was pretty good. I liked the first one the best. They were all pretty good though. The action was cool. Monkeys can walk, monkeys can talk. It's sci-fi. It's a film. Number 31, I have Fantastic Beast. The first Fantastic Beast, I didn't like as much as the second one, even though it was more critically acclaimed. Fantastic Beast, I just didn't think the main characters were as interesting as, like, I've come to know in the original Harry Potter series. I liked the plot, but I couldn't get into it as much. I think it's not a cash grab, but Harry Potter was just, it's such a big thing that they think they can make anything Harry Potter and it'll be successful, and I don't think that's always the case. Number 32, I have It. It's a scary movie. I like the original better. It happened. It was one of the best horror movies I've seen. I don't watch a lot of horror movies, so there you go. Number 33, Jurassic World 2. I like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom better than the first one. I don't really know for what reason. I just enjoyed it more. Next on the list, number 34, I have the original Jurassic World. Chris Pratt's a pretty cool actor. I think they just cast him because he's like the top male actor in Hollywood, and I mean, who wouldn't want Chris Pratt? That's like an automatic moneymaker. Number 35, Black Panther. Do not get mad at me because Black Panther was very overrated. I mean, it's at best like in the middle. If I were to rank all the Marvel movies, which I did, you can check out the video on my channel. I put the Black Panther at number 14 out of 19.
That was actually one of the better ones.
I know.
I think you're just...
People are just overhyping it. I mean,
It was...
Black Panther's a cool character, but the movie was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The villain, they try to twist pop culture into like some fake African society.
If I were to rank all the Marvel movies, Black Panther's like right in the middle. You know, it's not great, it's not bad, but I watched it on the airplane going to Europe this summer, and I liked it better the second viewing, probably because I didn't fall asleep in the theater. Number 36, Cars 3. Hey, at least Cars 3 isn't the worst in the franchise, am I right? 37, Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. You know, I love the Percy Jackson books. The movies, not so much. What's his name? Logan Lerman. I think he actually played a good Percy Jackson, though. Like, when I read the books, the first movie had already came out, so I kind of always imagined it like him, and I don't know if that correlates, but to me, if I imagine the actor in the book, that means he did an okay job. Number 38, Batman vs. Superman. Batman vs. Superman was one of the better DC movies recently. I liked it better than Man of Steel. I watched part of Justice League and I hated that. You know, this movie, it was a tad bit underrated, but I just don't think it was that good. The plot wasn't that good. Number 39, Daddy's Home. Number 40, Ant-Man. Number 41, Moana. I didn't even like Moana as much as Frozen, so even if I had Frozen on this list, it'd be way higher. That just goes to show that Moana isn't even the best Disney animation. 42, Dunkirk. 43, The Maze Runner. I didn't like any of the Maze Runner movies. I read all the books, and I enjoyed those very much. 44, Ready Player One. I also read the book, and I enjoyed the book more, of course. 45, we're starting to get into movies that I really, really don't like. Number 45 is Venom. I saw it with my friend, like, whenever it came out, and he liked it a lot. I didn't at all. Not even a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Tom Hardy's still a cool guy. And he's still good in The Revenant. Number 46, Despicable Me 2. I think that movie could speak for itself on what a quality animation film is. This is not what a quality animation film is. Number 47, Turbo. Doesn't do a better job either. I think Despicable Me 2 is better than Turbo. It's a little more original. I mean, a snail that goes fast. I don't think that's a interesting concept. It's kind of just taking the purpose of a snail and just like reversing it. It's kind of like a cash grab for kids. They're like, haha, a snail goes fast. That's about it. It's not quality storytelling. Number 48, the final movie on this list, Baywatch with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Baywatch with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was just a weird movie. If you stuck around to the end, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. It was fun to like actually rank all the movies. I've been keeping the ticket stubs since I was like 12, and then the other ones that are from the past, like The Incredibles and some of the older ones, my dad would keep those, so now I have kind of like, I have them scattered out throughout that era, and then the last few years I basically kept all of them. So that's every movie I've ever seen, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. My question for everybody today is, do you guys like to save movie stubs? And if you don't, are you considering starting to save them? Because I think it's a little cool knick-knack just to keep and look back on. I'd like to dedicate this video today to Moonshine the dog. Moonshine, bless you. Ooh, the tongue. What is wrong with you?